Every Filipino knows that carinderias are as sacred as Manny Pacquiao and of course Noro Honor.
My brother is not a pig. My brother is not a pig.
It is a part of our society and culture, and even before the Western countries discovered us, in fact, even before all of these happened, we still maintained our identity through our food and language. Karinderia is a representation of everything about being a Filipino, history and all. Karinderia's name can be traced back to 1762 when the British occupied Manila. They brought along with them 10,000 troops, in which 600 of them were sepoys, or also known as the Indian Infantry, to fight against the Spanish Empire. After the occupation, the British left several sepoys behind. These soldiers then married, had kids, and put up shop, creating the first batch of carinderias. The word carinderia came from the word kare, which means sauce or curry, and inderias, which means place or spot. So the first shops opened at Cainta in Taytay Rizal, near the Pasig River. Back then, Pasig River served as the main highway between Manila Bay and the rest of Luzon, a vital passage for travelers, traders, and locals. The first carinderias were not like what it is today. Back then, everything was sold and delivered by boat. They will put home-cooked foods in huge vases and sell them on the riverbanks for laborers and soldiers. 1892 is an important year in Karinderia's history. This is the year where the name Karinderia spread out throughout Luzon. The first Philippine railway was inaugurated that would run trains from Pampanga down to Bicol. This would help spread the influence and name of Karinderia, uniting all Filipino food hubs under one name. Throughout history, Karinderias witnessed the ever-changing times of the country. Now, Filipinos love food. Although a huge part of the population is struggling with food security, we are a population that lives to eat. Like, look at this cauldron. This boiling soup of goodness and heart diseases called balbakwa. It's made out of leftover parts from butcher shops. It has cow's feet, cow's balls and penis, just in case you don't have one, and cow's face. This is what a typical carinderia looks like during its peak hours. Friends, families, an ambulance driver, road workers, an affluent-looking guy, and basically anybody from different walks of life can be found here. It is a social class melting pot. Each and every person here is munching on their favorites, whether it be seafood, veggies, hearty plates of pork, stew, or a set of tea. Her name is Amor. She owns this carinderia. This is her husband. I forgot his name, but he's a badass as well. Both of them ran this carinderia like their own kingdom. They are royalty here, and their crew, they are nobility. Every single day, they serve hundreds of customers from morning until evening, and when the sun sets, they start preparing the food again. But it isn't always like this. Remember this guy? Well, he lost his job before getting into the food business. Times were really hard, so they had to look for a way to earn some money. So, they started off as a small stall with only 2 cauldrons, serving only to-go orders. Then, a calamity hit.
At least 2 million people in the Philippines are begging for help.
Towns destroyed, homes flattened.
Mama!
After Typhoon Yolanda ravaged our city, her carinderia was not spared. Years of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, just like most of the warais, obliterated in less than an hour. But us waray-warays are a different kind of Filipinos. We don't just stand up and suck the hardships. We fight back. Amor's carinderia, while totaled to the ground, was still up and running. Despite the surrounding apocalypse, they still serve the army, volunteers, rescue units, foreign aid providers, and local people who are with them in the fight. Their determination and perseverance is evident even until now. This humble carinderia is nothing short of local pride. Every day, whether it be during pandemic or not, it is always jam-packed with people. Aside from having delicious food, they represent the locals. Skill, determination, and perseverance is what makes a carinderia successful, just like us. So, if ever you're thinking of visiting the Philippines, Please do drop by at the nearest Karinderia. Nothing can compare to the authentic charm of local stories that would make you or your food smile.
Pagdayaw, pagsimba